My Soul in 2 minutes. 8 o'clock, and now Newsbeat with Roisin Hasty.
Radio 1. Newsbeat.
England are through to the semi-finals at the Women's Euros after beating Spain 2-1 in Brighton.
It's definitely one to be proud of. I'll remember today, and like the other girls, we put in a massive shift. Yeah, there's not really much I can say apart from we're just going to enjoy this moment and then crack on.
That's Georgia Stanway. The forward sent the Amex Stadium into chaos as she scored the winning goal 5 minutes into extra time. Spain had been leading the game until the 84th minute when Ella Toone scored an equaliser. Coach Serena Wiegman, who made the game after testing negative for COVID, says the fans played their part.
I'm so proud of the team. It's just incredible. But I also think this game and the fans behind us, you could just feel it. And well, this is home advantage.
Well, the Lionesses are now favourites to win the tournament, but need to beat either Sweden or Belgium to make it to the final. US President Joe Biden has announced almost £2 billion will be spent on dealing with climate change. The money will be used to build infrastructure that can withstand extreme weather and natural disasters.
For the first time, states will be able to use federal funds to pay for air conditioners in homes, set up community cooling centers in schools where people can get through these extreme heat crises.
It comes as more than 24 states in the US are living under heat warnings this week. The president had been under pressure to go further and declare a climate emergency, though, which would have released even more funding. Back here on ex-Prime Minister will either be Rishi Sunak or Liz Truss. They're the two Conservative MPs left in the race to replace Boris Johnson. Their focus from today is trying to convince Tory party members to vote for them when the final decision is made at the start of September. And a new self-driving taxi has been unveiled in China to replace the models currently being used there. The Baidu Apollo RT6 still needs a security driver on board under Chinese law, but its makers say it's as good as a human with 20 years experience. Back to sports and to the Athletics World Championships in Oregon next. Great Britain's Max Bergen's withdrawn from the men's 800 metres because of an injury, but Daniel Rowden ran a season's best team of 1 minute and 45.53 seconds. He's progressed as he and Karl Langford advanced to the semi-finals after a not-so-smooth race.
It was very scrappy, not a very nice race. Yeah, the Polish guy was all over the gaff. The other geezer, I think come third or fourth, he was all over the gaff as well, so yeah, they were pushing each other. Messi, they need to learn how to race a bit better, I think.
In football, the BBC will resume full coverage of Rangers after resolving a 7-year dispute between the corporation and the football club. Reporting restrictions on BBC journalists have been lifted by the Glasgow club after the broadcaster acknowledged it made mistakes in past coverage. And the Women's Super Leagues clubs are set to feature on FIFA for the first time. The next version of the video game, which is the last by EA Sports, will include international women's teams as well as clubs in England and France. This is Newsbeat. It is 3 minutes past 8.
Right,